Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is The Kitchen. This is the place where we all get excited, especially our bellies. And if our bellies had a face, it would just be a big smile, especially after hearing what we're about to make, because this crispy, cheesy, baked Orzo with Cajun sausage crumble, yeah, you heard correctly, is here to take your taste buds on a journey that they will never forget. And it's perfect for cozy nights in or impressing your dinner guests. And I think this recipe carries warm flavors and comforting textures that will have you going back for seconds, thirds, fourths, and finishing it. And we've got the beautiful Dre chops with Dre right here. And I can't be more excited. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Yeah, second time now at Expresso's kitchen, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel being back?
It feels great. Definitely great seeing everyone again.
I think it's even better for us because we really get excited when specialists like you come through. I know you love your bakes. I know you love working with all the hard stuff. So let's get into it right now. I see lots of colors in front of me. And this recipe sounds like a mouth load, just to even say it.
Yeah.
So I'm paying a lot of attention. How are we doing this one?
Okay, so we're just going to get started with the sausage. So it's already been taken out of its casing. It's some lamb sausage.
Oh, is that what you've done here? So this is not mince?
No, it's not mince. It's sausage, yeah. So you get like a bigger bite out of it.
Smart stuff.
Yeah, and then we're just going to put in some olive oil, get that hot. And then whilst that's happening, you can just help me with putting some garlic in the onions.
So putting some garlic. So those were onions in the pan, right?
Yes.
All right, so garlic's going in there next. Let me just use some of that. Yes. And I know I don't want to mention this right now, but I do see a little bit of a char there.
Yeah.
I know, you know, these crazy things do happen. Obviously, we prep things in the kitchen beforehand.
Yeah.
Not paying attention to this. Something happens like this in the kitchen. In a real life situation, what would we do here? Do we just carry on? Is that fine? Can we roll with that?
We can take it out. We can take it out, or if you like a burnt, charred kind of onion, you can definitely keep it in, but like we don't want too much of that because we're going to put it in the oven, so we'll just like remove this little section over there.
Okay, so it's not a train smash if we ever do. Because Mzansi tries these recipes all the time, and myself too, I try it and I mess it up. I'm going to be honest, I don't always get it right, but I love the fact that there are these options, and just like this is a real life situation. So thanks for that little culinary conundrum, although we're not going to it right now, it always assists us. So what's the next step?
Yeah, so we're going to put in our spices. Make sure those are cooked through, and this is paprika, that was Cajun seasoning.
Okay, Cajun,
and
paprika, yeah.
Yeah, and some Italian herbs, and then we're gonna get that cooking.
This is quite a bit of flavor going in there. Obviously that's gonna be like absorbed by the meat itself, or what was the sausage? Yeah,
so the sausage itself already has flavor, and we're just adding to it because we really want to do like this to be flavorful. I do not think this is on.
No, it is not. Let me see if I can assist you here with this one. And voila, looks like we've got heat once again. We are live, and then you can just adjust the temperature as always. But can I just talk about the smell right now? It's already delicious. I would, if you came into my house, this would be the smell of a finished meal, and we're just getting started here. I love this. Okay.
Literally love this, and yeah, you just want to make sure that there's like a good cook on it. It is going to go into the oven, so it's going to cook a little bit more in the oven. So especially with the pasta, you want it to still have like a bit of a bite. So we're not going to cook it too much here, and then in the oven it's going to bake again, and then it's going to be nice and
yum. Now, one thing I must commend you on is the fact that you're using some really good, I'd say, spices. And the warmer spices, I think, play so well into the season, right?
Yeah.
We're going into these colder months. We want this sort of comfort food. Was that your plan here, bringing these spices? I think you were onto something, trying to warm us up from the inside, right?
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if you do, because you seem to be someone that is just an enthusiast for food in general. I know you mentioned you specialize in more of the baking and the tricky stuff.
Yeah.
Do you vary your meals when it comes to the seasons, though, as well? Or do you kind of just whatever's vibing?
I think it depends on what you are making. So with like pastas, you want to get like an Italian herb. You want to get like something fragrant. So you probably have some thyme and bay leaf. And if you want some color, paprika is always good. So it just depends on what you're making. With steak, you're just putting salt and pepper. Like I don't like too much on my steak. So yeah.
If I was to put you on the spot though, when it comes to like, let's say a warm, wintry comfort meal, do you have a favorite? Do you have something that like really stands out for you that ticks that box? I know I'm like old school, and just like a soup with warm bread for me is more than enough. But I don't know. I want to play into your creative senses here.
I think it would be like chicken pot pie.
Ooh.
Yeah, chicken pot pie is like a classic.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a goodie. And that's something you'd obviously specialize in making too, right? Because it's baking.
And it's very simple to make. Like you can make it with leftover chicken, or if you have like a rotisserie chicken, you can just shred it and then you're good to go.
Oh my gosh, we're making an incredible meal here and you're already making me get excited for the next one. But let's focus on this side now because there's a bit going on here. What did you just get into the new pan?
Yes, so I just put in some vinegar to deglaze the pan and the orzo as well as some chicken stock, and then we're just going to keep on stirring this so that we get a nice even cook. Okay. And then we'll add in our spinach as well as the cream cheese.
Excuse my ignorance, you mentioned something about using the vinegar to deglaze the pan?
Yes.
What does this mean, a wise one? Please teach me.
So you know when you're cooking and like you're cooking onions or garlic, there's like that brown... There's sediment at the bottom that you can't really get off. So if you put vinegar, it just comes off like super easy.
This is like a little bit of science in here. I like that.
It's like a little quick hack.
So we're still busy with this recipe. We will carry on with this in just a bit, but I must just say Chef Jay's coming through right now, coming through with the goods and coming through with that inspiration that I think is oh so important for these wintry cold feels that we're getting through right now. So you, Mzansi, can get the recipe and the ingredient list at expressoshow.com. We're going to be carrying on with this meal and showing you the final steps, but there's a lot that we want to get through today. So Mzansi, we'll see you in the kitchen in just a bit. Come back to all this good stuff and we should have a final meal ready for you. Oh, it's smelling so good already.
This just needs...
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We're still chilling out here with Chops with Trey. Of course, we were diving into a delicious recipe earlier and we are about to finish it off. I was talking to you about how delicious it smells, but let's talk about how we got to these final steps here, Trey.
Okay, so before we added in the cream cheese and the stock and we're just stirring that so that it could get cooked through. Now it's cooked through and we're going to add in our sausage.
Yum.
And get that stirred in.
Oh, it looks so good. So that stirs in. It's already got that like creaminess and that beautifulness. And I'm seeing everything just absorb so deliciously here.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the color is changing into a very rich looking color. And then we're just going to transfer that in there. All right. So we're going to need our towel because this is quite hot.
And watch the pan there because it is very hot. But basically, you're going to transfer that over into a separate dish and then it's going to get topped off, right?
Okay, I might need your help with this. So I'm going to be tilting it and then
let's do this because that is quite heavy as well. Just don't burn your hands. I've got this. Nicely done. Oh, it smells so good. It
smells really good.
Very nice. Are you good with the pan there? You can pop that down. I think we've got enough in here. Nicely done. Oh, look at that, Mzansi. And then our final steps is just putting on those finishing touches. How do we do that?
Yes, so this is breadcrumbs. We're just going to get that for nice crispy topping.
Oh man, it looks good. I'm telling you, the smell of this, Mzansi, you have to try this recipe. Head over to expressoshow.com. Get these smells in your house because it's officially going to smell like a home of a chef, the home of a baker, the home of someone that puts love into all their meals. And that's you if you get involved in this one right here. So Mzansi, look at the final product come together. Dre knows how to show off. Booyah, well done. That's what it's about. Expressoshow.com, Mzansi. And we got a lot more of these recipes to look forward to with this special one. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this. Ooh, can we start eating this now? This looks good.
You still need to bake it.
Oh, no.